What is going on, everybody? Today is August 2nd, 2022. We have a very special host today. We have Bruno, the creator of the Pickaxe Master, as you guys might know from his Twitch series and his games. Welcome, Bruno.
Hello, Gandizi. Hello, everyone, and thank you for having me here. Such an honor.
Yeah, man. Thank you for joining. We've been talking about this for a very long time. I'm really excited to have you on the show, and it's definitely love to hear more on the details. Of course, the crowd kind of already knows who you guys are, but obviously this show's to kind of help Sandbox creators and game makers like yourself to kind of talk about more in detail what they're doing. But yeah, man, awesome. Let's get the show started. So Bruno, welcome. Can you tell us a little about yourself before we get into what the Pickaxe Master is and what your background is from and such?
Of course. And to tell a bit about myself and my background. So I come from a musical background. So I played for 20 years for now. And that's how I started my creative process, let's say. Skipping a bit forth in time, I've also dedicated to write books. And for about, I would say, 4 years or 3 years, I started to make board games. So I've always been compelled about creating. And
Okay.
the Pickaxe Master started as a board game as well. And it was started by myself and my sister during the COVID times. So we have
Oh, wow.
this family house and we all gathered. There was not much to do besides just hang around with each other, play some board games, which we have done. And we decided, why not make our own board game?
That is actually a very interesting start. I would actually love to see the board game version of it in the future. Not now, obviously. I don't want to put you on the spot, but it's so interesting to see how you came up with the idea and where you guys are. So you did have this whole artistic background. It's nice to see that people of art are kind of coming together in different forms, and everybody's creating something in the sandbox. And you definitely have something special here, and and I want you to definitely go to the details of it. Just a question: are we going to be doing a mining session in our stream today?
Well, we're going to do just a show-off mining session, just to explain how the game works and just to explain a bit of the logic as well. I think that the Sandstorm does also provide a very good learning platform, so we want to participate in that and just give some insights of what can be done inside the Sandbox.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to make sure people see how. I mean, I'm familiar with it, but the ones who will be watching it now that are not familiar, or the ones who will be watching the videos later on our YouTube channel, can actually learn more about how it is. So I wanted to make sure we cover that. Alrighty, so Bruno, the Pickaxe Master, what is it? Let's hear from you.
All right, so the Pickaxe Master originally started as a board game, as I stated earlier. So basically it's a game which is about mining, and it's about getting the resources from the mine that you're digging. In the board game, we have a factor which is oxygen, which we have not been able to apply to the game makers. So we have to get creative and find another ways to make this game. Since Sandbox, it has such a huge component of play to earn, it was very, very easy to make this into a play to earn game. So getting to the basics, all you need to do is to buy a pickaxe, to mine, and then trade your prizes for sand or craft other NFTs. It's very simple as that.
No, that's awesome. So the players, in order to play, they would need to buy a pickaxe, and that's how they would actually mine in the caves, I guess, right, in the mining zones, and
Yes.
based on how powerful whatever their pickaxe is, that's how they'll the play to earn will kind of come into play, correct?
Well, in terms of the RNG, it's not based on the type of equipment that you're using. It's actually just a fixed RNG that we've put in the logic. And we can show up, we call it the basement because everything is located downstairs. and we can take a sneak peek down there just to see everything in action. We find it quite magical because it triggers a lot of things at the same time, and
Right.
we're eager to give a glimpse of it.
Yeah, let's not do that now though. Let's do it toward the end.
Let's not show all the beans right now.
Yeah, not all the beans right now, guys. We were gonna get a sneak peek of the basement where the engine is. Yeah, so you guys created Pickaxe Master. Is it just you, or do you have other people that's part of the team?
Yes, just to tell a bit the background of how the game all started. So basically, how I got into NFTs, it was because I was learning about play to earn, and then learned about NFTs and its integration with the blockchain and everything else. So I was looking into something because I've always been a huge gamer. I love to play games, not only board games, but also computer games.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking around what was about play to earn, and then I found out about the Sandbox. Actually, I found about the Decentraland and the Sandbox at the same time. But I looked deeper into the specifications and what could be done within both platforms, and what the Sandbox mission is and what what they want to deliver really got me. And that's what it was. My first NFT that I ever bought. It was a Sandbox land, and from there. Using the Sandbox Discord, which is a platform that has a lot of people, from creators, from well, I can say that pretty much everyone starts at the Sandbox Discord server. So from there, I started to make some announcements, looking for team members that I would explain the game, what was the mission, what we were going to do. And slowly, step by step, I managed to get all these beautiful people around me that are just fantastic, talented, and really good art workers. And as you can see, the result is this magical place that we have these dwarfs, where we have all these beautiful map, all these beautiful assets, and such a good and hard and complex logic. So I'm very happy with everyone that I've been able to cross around the Discord server, the Sandbox Discord server, and with them we formed this team, which is, I can name. It's Gush, MDA, Boss Killer, Givesh, Sid. Right now we have the latest added, which is Rex Roach. You probably know because he's one of your top referrals in the Sandstorm. And we have Duck Zero, which is a geologist in our game.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, we have a pretty much right now complete team, I would say. We will probably need to grow in the future when we get to a more advanced stage, but for now, this is the team. Everyone does or is specialized in at a department, which could be asset designing, animating, making logic, etc. So we all know what we have to work on, and that way we can keep going and developing our skills and give to the game as much as we can do.
Right. So you mentioned this game idea started as a board game with you and your sister, and then you found Sandbox, and then Sandbox, you were like, okay, I want to create this game that I made with my sister in the Sandbox so other people can enjoy it. And then how long has it been since that point? Like, how long has it been since Pickaxe Master kind of birthed, right?
Well, I bought the land, it was the beginning of November, probably like the 2nd or 3rd of November. It took some time last year. It took some time to actually assemble the team. Not everyone came at the same time. So I would say that with the current team, we've been working right now we're going towards our 8th month. But before that, I was already thinking and trying to get the team, so I'm probably at 9-10 months into making the Pickaxe Master in the Sandbox.
That's awesome. And it coming to where you are, because I know a little bit about the map, and we'll kind of go around where you want to show around the map. This is is this a 2x2 or is it a 1x1 map?
It's only a 1x1. It's quite amazing what you can do with just 1x1. It's gigantic.
Yeah, I mean, I know you guys done a great job, and you obviously probably started the early designs of the assets and whatnot, and then the other team members joined in.
Well, I have to be honest. I'm terrible at designing. I know that for a
We
very
all
long
are.
time. So I have to stick with what one I'm good at, which is creating games in terms of the
Mhm.
logic and just going through the scratch and creating and managing communities. That's also because of my musical background, dealing with fans and traveling and just trying to have your community in terms of music all together and try to create something. So I know what are my potentials and what I'm good at, and I also know what are my weaknesses and where I'm not good at. That's why
Right.
I rely on such amazing artists to be on the team with me. So I let them do what they do good, which is making either the map or the assets or the logic, and I don't interfere much with what they're doing because I don't know how to draw. They know how to draw. So we do have
Right.
some basic guidelines on what we're doing, but most of it all, I rely and I trust completely on my team on what they're doing.
Yeah,
So,
the map is looking great. Great characters and everything around it. I assume this is going to be a multiplayer or a single player.
well, in terms of the logic is programmed right now, it will only be able to be as a single player. And that's due to all the mining mechanics. We wish it could
Mm-hmm.
be multiplayer, but depending on the game maker evolves, we might be able to do this multiplayer.
That is awesome. And then right now, so if we the game's not open right now, correct?
Correct?
And is there a specific date? Are you guys part of like the Game Maker Fund? Will you be in any of the alphas? Is there any discussion around that stuff?
Well, we do have applied to the game maker funds. We
Mm-hmm.
count on having some news regarding that topic. Uh,
Okay.
we have not been able to get on any alpha season so far. And to play the game, it's not available on the gallery right now. So the only way to
Mm-hmm.
get a glimpse and somehow play the game is to participate in our streams that we do on Wednesdays. It's usually around 3 p.m. UTC, and where we give away some pickaxes for people to try the game. So currently, that's the only way that we can do it.
Yeah,
We
I
use
and
our
for
own
those
stream, but well,
Yeah, for those who are not familiar with the concept, it's kind of similar to how we're doing the sand or no sand. If you know the sand and no sand, where they pick the person from the audience from a raffle, and then they go mining. I've actually done this at the Pickaxe channel as well. And it's quite a lot of fun. Oh, looks like we've lost Bruno, but let's wait for him to come back. There you go. He's back. I'll add him to the stream. Welcome back. There we go. You need to unmute. You're on mute. You're on mute. There you go.
There I am. I'm sorry about this. My cell phone just said it overheats and just
Oh
turned it
yeah,
down.
it does that. It does
I
that.
can tell it's really hot in here.
where if it's not where are you if it's not like too detailed?
No, it's okay. I'm in Portugal, and it's
Oh, you are
about
in Portugal.
30.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Portugal, and it's about 30 something degrees right now.
I'm gonna come visit you, Bruno.
Well,
I'm gonna
please
come
do
visit
so.
you very soon.
We're going to have Ethereum Lisbon in late October and the Web Summit as well. So it's everyone that wants to visit Portugal and wants to have a nice excuse related to Web3, please come. So
Oh
it's going
yeah.
to be a great time. We're organizing also the first Sandbox Portugal meetup. So if you come, you have a great time to meet everyone that's related to the Sandbox in Portugal.
Let's go. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's very cool. Very cool. Alrighty, Bruno. So do you wanna start taking us a tour? How do you wanna proceed?
Of course, we can take a look, and I'm just going to show a bit of the mechanics of the game before we even
Mm-hmm.
go. We have here, this is just for ours, which is the teleport down. We will go there in a bit. So this is Ogil. This is a local merchant from the Firebeard Mountains, which will be another map that we will develop in the future. But for now, he's the only one here. and he will be the one selling you pickaxes. So we got here. This is not available for us to have the wallet integration, but once it's done, we'll have here to buy it. So let's buy just a gold pickaxe for now, and it will drop here and says a message. You can mine now. Let's dig.
So before we proceed, how much is a pickaxe going to be?
Okay, we have the prices in here. So one iron pickaxe, which has 5 hit points, it costs 0.05 sand. So it won't. We feel that's a fair price. We don't want to over push it. So we have the silver pickaxe, which has 25 HP hit points with 0.25 sand. The gold one with 0.5.
Well, isn't that like $5 right now?
This
for
one?
the 5 sand, that's like $5 now. No, am I wrong?
No. This is 0.05 sand. This is like 10 cents. No, not that much. 7 cents.
Oh, is there a reason why it's so cheap?
Well, because you don't know, sand's all-time high was almost $8. So we're trying to figure out how we could make pickaxes that would be affordable for everyone, or at least for everyone to try the game. So we have this more expensive one with 500 hit points, which costs 5 sand.
Right. And I assume when you say 500 hit points, the health of the pickaxes, they eventually get destroyed, right? So they would need to be able to repurchase.
Exactly. And we will show that logic very soon. So basically we have down there a logic that says that this pickaxe, which is a gold one, it has 50 hit points. And how does it proceed? Since we have run into a RNG type of system, we have to get some mining. And when we mine, for example, it will spawn some 3 blocks and will drop something. The educational sand or educational stone, it means you didn't get a prize. But you'll be able to do an educational quest with those, which will learn something about geology as well. But what happens is, when it comes a prize or a non-prize, only through that action, it takes away the hit points from your pickaxe. So sometimes on the RNG, it doesn't trigger the message. So when it doesn't trigger the message, don't be scared or worry, it won't take away the hit points from your pickaxe. So this is pretty much the beginning of it. You buy a pickaxe, you have sand blocks, which take away 1 hit point. We have dirt blocks, which take away 2 hit points. And we got an iron ore, which we'll bring to the vaults. We have these teleporters right here, which are the runes. And as the mineral vanishes, you feel a tingling energy around your body. And it vanished. We will show where these went.
Okay, so cool. How many different things can you mine? You have iron.
Oh, those are the type of prizes. There's actually about 16 type of prizes. It goes from diamond, from rubies to emeralds, sapphires, gold, silver, iron, copper, coal. There's plenty of things to get in here. And regarding the mining blocks, we have sand, we have clay, we have dirt, gravel, and stone. The higher it is to break a rock, the better the reward that it is inside.
So yeah, the more compressed, the harder the element is, the more valuable the prize could be. But the more damage it'll take on your pickaxe.
Exactly. That's so the more riskier also takes away more hit points, but also there's a chance for get a better reward.
All right.
We have the dwarf here, just trying to mine something as well. Let's give him some help. And this is a clay block. And let's try to get prizes. Let's see what we can get.
And then I assume each time I load into the game, or when we load into the game, when I go to the specific block, it'll be a different result, right?
It will always be a different result. And that's part of the RNG, because we have worked very hard for this system so it doesn't get rigged. Because security is a huge concern for all of us, for us as creators and for everyone as players. So it has to be somehow a way that it cannot be rigged. So this is a good example.
That is awesome.
We mined and did not come anything. We just got these blocks, which means when this happens and doesn't take away the hit points from your pickaxe.
The number of asset spawners that I assume you guys have here is probably unbelievable.
I'll go. Probably I'll not go right now there.
Right. No, you don't go now. I'm just thinking out loud. But this is some awesome stuff, guys. So randomization in the cave, almost at every block, and that's mineable. And this is just an amazing map. So question though, so any idea when you're thinking of going live, or you have a date when people can go and play themselves, not just the streams? I know we can join from the streams.
Mm-hmm. Well, we want to do that as soon as possible. As you can see, the game is pretty much almost complete. We're still finishing the lore quests and the educational quests as well, but we want to deliver it as soon as possible. Now, depending on some things that we cannot talk yet, that will determine as well the date of launch. So what is our feeling is to be as soon as possible. And will that be possible? We don't know yet, and we cannot answer as well. This is another system. So that prize we got, and by getting near the rune, we get into the vault.
Okay.
As you can see, we got these really tiny vaults, which needs to be filled up by you or anyone that plays. And we got here this NPC, which will trade the sand. We put there, we cannot longer pick it up. Talk to the banker. We want to trade.
That's awesome.
And this is just a placeholder, but you should be getting the sand.
Very cool.
There we go. 0.02 sand we should have gotten from that item.
That is super awesome. I could definitely see. I understand the complexities of being able to open this up and actually let people earn. Like how will you kind of verify what they've actually earned? Like you would need to do either a screenshot or maybe update it daily. So there's like a maybe. I don't know, a date on the background that is updated every day manually until the capabilities come in, right? So for me, when I'm imagining this, right, if I were to open this game now, I would, let's say you earn that 2.2 sand, right? I would need to take a screenshot and submit it to the official form or something. And if I have the pickaxe, right, then I'll have the right to earn. So that's pretty cool.
Well, I think that with the walleting integration, it should come automatically. There wouldn't be no need for us to wait on anything.
Yes, but those features don't exist now. I just don't know when, right? I think that's what you guys are waiting on too, right?
Yes. We've built on what we know that will come. So we have started to build on what's about to come. A bit, we know that not everything is available at the time, but it's a bit a step into the future, and we rather do that because it's in terms of the long term. So we're not doing this just for one season or anything. We have a really long roadmap, which you can see at our website, and you can also look the light paper at the website, and from there you can see we have a lot of plans in the really long game plan for the Pickaxe Master. So we rather do this already looking into the future, because sooner or later these features will be here, and not having to adapt them at the time. We're already building the game to be like that.
Right. And I assume you guys are just waiting just so you can present yourselves properly when it does release. So I mean, it could be 5 months from now or a year from now, but hopefully it'll come out soon.
Well, I don't think it will take that much time in terms of 1 year. But I don't know.
Do you know something that I don't know? Do you know something that I don't know, Bruno?
Tell me.
I don't know. I mean, you tell me. But with Sandbox, obviously they have a lot of things on their priority list, and everybody's excited for the 0.7 update. So we'll see what this new version has, and maybe it does have the things that you're mentioning, right? And it's all ready to go, and it'll open up on season 3. But
Maybe,
really
maybe. Yeah.
excited to be. I would love to play this. Like this is the type of game that I personally would enjoy because it's different every time I go in. It's fun. I can share. I can go into Discord and be like, "Hey guys, I found I don't know, I won a diamond, right?" Or I
Mhm.
collected all this stuff to be able to win a diamond, and maybe you could talk a little about how that works. Like, how does the um, how does the mining transfer over to the prizes? How does that work?
So, if I understood correctly your question, those prizes that you mine, we have a table of their value on it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I was saying that as soon as that sandbox allows wallet transactions, we should be near with the Polygon exchange in terms of network because of the gas fees. Uh, if the player mines that type of assets, just going into that NFT, the land should be able to trade with the player that price. At least that's how we're expecting to work, because it feels that it should be like that. It should not go around very much, but we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So if we need to change one thing or the other, it should be feasible. But that's about it. You get the pickaxe, you mine whatever prizes you get, you go to that NPC and you trade directly with them to get the sand. If
That
we
is
launch
awesome.
the game, if we launch the game before that is available, before it is available, we will do well. Actually, we will do this if it's available and if it's not available, which will be the
Mm-hmm.
mining seasons. So we will be rewarding the players that can mine the most amount during one season, which has not been decided yet. It could be 15 days, 1 week, 1 month. We have not go through that yet, but that will be one of the ways also to be played to earn this game, in top of these mining that you can actually get. But what you were suggesting is also a very good idea in case that Sandbox does
Right.
not to do this right away.
Yeah. No. I mean, we've been working with Sandbox and the team for a long time, and they have a lot of things that they're working on, and you know they can't they can only release certain things at a time just because of the amount of work it takes to create the engine behind everything that we're enjoying. Obviously some people get mad, oh, this isn't working, this bugged out, but there's a lot of work that goes into making the engine, and then there's a lot of work that goes into making the game that's on the engine, right? So it's like it's so much effort being put into these engines and games um, and labels, so to speak. Because I could imagine this becoming a franchise 5, 10 years from now, right? And maybe have its own PlayStation game.
Well, that would be something that we could look on. You are saying in a bit about the board game. So one of the things that we are working, and luckily we are going to about to get the sandbox version, the digital version, and the physical edition ready at the same time. So we're about to get all
Ooh.
three games ready. So we can say that we're at 90% at everything. So we
Wait, wait,
almost
wait,
have.
wait, wait, wait. Wait a minute. You're releasing a board game and you didn't tell this to anybody yet?
Well, we have told for people that for people for people that have come to the streams regularly,
Right.
you know that, and we also shared some sneak peeks about the board game as well, and that's also coming. And we want to have also with the websites, we're going to have the digital version of the board game, so everyone from the community will be able to play the board game with each other online. So all the
That
Sand
is
fans will
awesome.
be, yeah, and we'll be making some contests and some competition as well. So we'll be having the first digital board game competition, which will have some prizes as well.
That is awesome. And is the digital board game going to be part of the, like, do you need a pickaxe to be able to play the digital board game? Or do you need a pickaxe to earn on the digital board game? How will that, has that been decided?
Well, for now, we have not integrated the play to earn aspect into the board game. So the board game digital version will be free. Anyone can play it. And I think it will be the best way to test the game, or get in touch into the game or what we're doing. So you can play the Sandbox version, you can play the digital version of the board game, and you can see what we're developing, what this is about. If you really like and you want to play with your friends at your home or with your family, you'll be able to purchase the physical edition of the board game. And if you want
That
to take to play to earn aspect, you can go to the Sandbox game. So it's still very early, and we're still developing a lot of things as well.
that is awesome, man. Yeah, guys, make sure you're checking out pickaxemaster.io. I'm sure they'll have some information on there soon, along with their light paper. And follow them on Twitter. And do you guys have a Discord? Yeah, you do have a Discord. I'm
Yes,
actually
yes.
on your Discord. But let me get the link over for everybody who does not have it. Give me 1 second. Or if you have the link ready, let me just check. Let's do invite people. Oh, it looks like I can't do it. Can you provide the link, Bruno, in the
I
chat?
would provide, but I would have to take these screen outs because my computer.
Oh, no worries. Hold on. Let me try
Just died.
to do it for you. Meanwhile, could you maybe start walking around how like a typical gameplay would be? I know you got the pickaxe, you
Mhm.
got the mining, and then there's the Discord link. Thank you so much.
At our website, there's all the links to all our socials. So to the Discord, Twitter, Twitch, everything is just at the header of the website. So it's really, really easy to find. But yes, so we bought the pickaxe just right when we started the stream. We already mined some because we got some iron, and we traded that iron into a coin. So let's try to mine something else. So we got some gravel blocks in here, and we got some educational gravel, which is the non-prize, and we still have to develop the educational parts. Oh, we got a silver ore. This is a good one. So basically, this is what happens when you get a prize, and then if you don't want to bring it all the way up, you can just come to these runes or these crystals,
Mm-hmm.
which will teleport. The runes and the crystals, they have a story. This is part of the lore, which is still being implemented. So we cannot take that. We cannot travel through that. But as you can see, there's a lot of them. They have
And
different colors.
they do different color? Yeah, that was what I was gonna ask.
They have different meanings. And but we're not going to spoil with that right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
I think it's
All right,
funnier
so-
when you discover for yourself. So
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
game through, we got that silver ore that we just mined. Now we're going back to the village. There's other ways to get to the village, but I really like to go all around here. You can take a nice look at the map, get some outside feeling. There's also another way, which is through here, which will lead to the main. Let me try to jump in here. We got to some scaffolds. So really in the top of the mountain, as you can see. But
Mm-hmm.
just to complete it, let's get back here to what we call it the vault, which is located at these majestic runes. The runes have a story. They're called the Forgotten Runes. And it went here, the silver ore that we just mined.
That's
We're going
awesome. So
we're going
yeah,
to
you
pick
found that. So, and then you're giving it to this guy.
Then we're going to trade it for sand. We got it. Our inventory.
Awesome. So you made, how much sand did you make for today?
Well, right now I'm at 0.10 and 0.02. So I'm at 0.12 sand.
12. That's awesome. So 0.12
Well-
sand you made in the last 15 minutes, I would say, right?
More or less, yes. Well,
That is awesome.
this is we are not we want to focus primarily on gameplay, and I think that's going to be the key factor. Well, there could be there are prizes that go over 8 cents, 16 cents, 32 cents. Those are a bit harder to get, but we want to. You asked me why there's a pickaxe which is 0.05 cent. So we want this to be for everyone to play, and we want to focus more on the gameplay rather than all the prizes. So it's play to earn, it is, but we're not going to tell that you're going to become a millionaire by playing a game, and that's not.
Right.
That's not what the kind of expectations that we want you as a player to have. We want for you to have mostly fun and get to know more people. And what you can actually do is to go on a role-playing game. And for prizes, we have also designed a fantasy league that we're creating. So what we're trying to do is for with the mining that you can get, they have a base value because the game will pay you that amount of sand. But those prizes, which are the iron, the copper, the silver, they
Mm-hmm.
will also be crafting materials. So you'll be able to craft weapons, equipment sets, other assets. What does that mean? You know that, for example, you have a pickaxe with a power gem with it. That's a
Mm-hmm.
sandbox item, a sandbox NFT. And if you want to buy it from the marketplace, it will cost you money. It will cost you sand. But in this game, what we want you is for you to mine, and you will be able to craft those pickaxes, which will be usable in all the sandbox. So it's a different way for you to get those NFTs rather than just buying them off the marketplace. You'll be able to
All right.
mint them themselves, so to speak. And I know that there's a function which is to whitelist collections. So with that feature, we'll be able to have in our fantasy league to whitelist all the Pickaxe Master collection items, which means that only items that have been created by the Pickaxe Master, which means crafted or bought from the marketplace, will be usable in this fantasy league. So you want to also get stronger and better than your opponents, so you get in the top places because the top places for players and for clans, alliances will also have paid prizes. So part of the profits that are made in the game will be reverted into a prize pool wallet, which will also be back again to the players.
That's awesome, man. It looks like you guys are, you're spending a lot of time on, creating a fun, creative environment where people can have fun, play to earn, and it looks like a lot of thought has been put into not just the art alone, right? That's obviously amazing on its own, but the logic in the gameplay, you can definitely tell there's a lot of um, thought that was put into it. So nice work, man. To you and the team.
Thank you. Well, it would not been how do I say this? This is all a team effort. That's what I want to
All right.
say. I wouldn't say that it's all thanks to one person or the other, but everyone in this project really contributed hard for this game to look as amazing as it is today. In terms of all the graphics, in terms of all the animations, as you saw, there was different dwarfs with different animations that we looked so far, and different mining actions. And we can see we have one on top of there, which is a bit afraid of falling. You'll see that happening just right now.
That's funny.
We call this a
And
silly dwarf.
I assume you guys are gonna keep growing and expanding the mining area or the land, so to speak, as time comes, right?
Yes, yes, yes. We will do other expansions, but we would like to keep one by one at a time. So once we do finish this one, we'll be moving into the next ones, where we will add the PvP features, which again are not available by Sandbox, but we're building into the future. So whenever that feature is available, we already have the map in the game available or ready
Or
to be adapted and to be
adapted
used.
into the PvP. Got
These
it. Got
also
it, man.
with the crafting and with that expansion later on in the future, we'll be making new crafting areas. There will be more developments into it.
That is
Definitely,
awesome. Yeah,
definitely.
this is definitely one of the games. I mean, like there's a lot of good games out there, but will be one of the games that I personally will be playing because I do enjoy the concept and the whole story behind it. And it's actually one of the first games I had fun playing on your stream, even though I wasn't playing, right? I was just watching. You were playing for me, but it was so fun. It was so fun.
Well, I
But
have to say
nice
the
work,
same.
man.
I have to say the same regarding the Sand or No Sand show, and that always is I always say this when I'm watching your show, and people are choosing which type of box they're going to happen. My heart is just racing all the time. Like, what is he gonna get? What's gonna happen? So
Right. Even I
talk
don't
about
know. That's the interesting thing to it. Like I
exactly.
don't even know what
It's the
they're
same
gonna get.
on this game. So in terms of that type of game concept, we do share a bit of the same type of feeling. So you're opening something and you don't know what's inside or what you're going to
Exactly.
get. So it felt a very similar type of vibe that you get.
Yeah, yeah, definitely love it. And when can people attend again? Just so if they want to play in early, when's your stream again? If you can just repeat that.
Of course, so we do stream every Wednesdays at 3 p.m. UTC. We do
And that's
raffle
on
at least three
that's on Twitch,
Pickaxes.
right?
That's on, no, we do multi-stream as well. So it's on Twitch, it's on Twitter and YouTube. So whatever platform it's better for you to watch on, feel free to join us.
Awesome, awesome. And you were saying you were adding something to that.
We were adding something to, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I thought you were saying something else. I apologize. But yeah, let's see. So we have about 15 minutes left. Can we get to see the big engine room now,
Of course.
where all the
And
magic happens?
this is something that will be taken down, this teleport. This is just
Oh
something
wow!
like fabric happening in here.
Are
There's
you
other-
able to tell us what's going on down here,
Of course.
or is it like trade secret?
Well, you can tell that that's the RNG back there running.
Right.
But let me just, you can see the pickaxe still has this amount of HP, so it has 14 out of 50.
Okay.
Because we have to give one, and we're going to mine, for example, this dirt block, and we're going to try to see everything happening. It's hard to tell everything that happens because Boss Killer is a programmer, and I know what's happening, but he knows in fact what's happening.
Right.
So let's do something here and see everything that's been triggered
Ooh.
for this to happen.
Look at that.
Okay, and we got this one. We got another one.
So this is technically simulating what's happening upstairs.
Yes, this is actually when we mine, this is what's happening down here.
That is awesome.
Whenever a pickaxe is broken, we can also check, since it's almost dying, the pickaxe.
Does depending on which block you're mining, does it have a very specific hit damage point, or is it random too? Like is stone always like reduces by 2, or is it like sometimes 1, sometimes half?
It's a fixed damage. So sand, it's 1 hit point. Earth is 2 hit points. Clay, it's 3 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Gravel, it's 4. I just hit stone, and stone is 5. And we had magma.
That's awesome.
But we were getting the game too slow for actually. These are the prizes all lined up in here.
Oh wow, guys, we are seeing the engine live of the Pickaxe Master. This is where all the math is happening, so to speak. That is awesome, man.
Well, it's gotta say that we had some hard time here. There were the traps that we were working on, but we decided to do other stuff first. We have not implemented this.
Oh, very cool.
This is stuff
And
that
for the, I saw that the health of the pickaxe was actually done, right?
Mhm.
I think it was already completed, correct?
Yes, we destroyed the pickaxe right now. So as you can see, it was here. Oh, actually, it's
Mhm.
here. It has 1 hit point. So let's destroy this pickaxe, this placeholder as a pickaxe. So it was destroyed, and we got one of
get it.
the pickaxe just broke. Time to get a new one. So right
So
now,
now,
if you try to mine, you won't get any prizes.
oh, I see. That is cool. Okay, so now you have to go and buy a new pickaxe, right?
You'll always
That's cool.
get this message. So when you buy a pickaxe, which is also here, that's why it's silver, it will spawn there.
That is very interesting, man. This is just awesome. I'm speechless. This whole engine room, the randomizer, everything is just awesome about it.
This is all happening at the same time. So this was just to get a glimpse of what can be done on the sandbox. And Basically,
And
when
that
we're
logic
here,
is built like all around the map, right? With all different blocks and all such things. So that's crazy.
so when we're mining here, we only see this.
That is crazy.
You know what's happening down there already.
Yeah, I am Bengali. Can't wait for it to go live too, man. I'm pretty excited. We have like 3 different commands happening in chat right now. I've noticed it says mine, ordy, chop chop. What was the other one? Pickaxe, mashta. Who's starting these, Slaterade? Get control of your chat. It's for the po-ops, he says. Okay. All right. If you guys want a po-op, make sure you write mine, ordy, to be able to receive it.
This was
Awesome.
pretty much what we've done in here. And since this is, I think it was our duty as well while we are at Sandstorm, since you are such a learning platform as well, just to give, if there's anyone watching that's thinking on creating, and I know there's always a lot of creators watching these streams, there's a lot of room that you can go around the rules that are implemented or that are available, so that you saw what was happening, so you can play a bit, get creative, and try to do new things with the logic. And well, this is our way to show what we're doing and what we have been able to accomplish through the Sandbox using the game maker and Vox edits.
Yeah, man. I think you guys did a great job. I see chat making fun of me because it said mine, ordy, because it was one word. It was supposed to be mine or die, but they don't understand that you can't really read and allegedly.
I cannot read
you
right
can't-
now. I don't have access to the chat, no.
Right, you actually can see it on the comments section on StreamYard on the right.
Well, since
so if
I only have my computer right now, and I'm
got it.
I'm streaming what you are seeing right now. I cannot see anything, not even yourself, Easy.
Oh no, it's better. It's better that you don't. Awesome, Bruno. Well, thank you so much for joining me, man. I was really looking forward to this show, and I think we learned a lot. I personally learned a lot, and guys, make sure you're following him on Twitter. Definitely something here to keep track of, and I know Bruno and the team pretty closely now, and they're doing some cool stuff, and I'm pretty much going to be following them closely. So watch out, miners.
Well, we are going to have Alpha 3 season coming really soon this month. So we're going to do a miner gathering at the Sandbox, and we're going to play. We're going to gather all the miners so we can have some fun sessions as well to play through. So we're gathering all the miners all around the world and try to make this, well, one of the miners Sandbox communities, or I don't want to say the first or the best. Well, that's up to everyone to make the community as well. But we
Right.
of course, to just have this really welcoming space that's around mining, that's around also the nature. This is one of the things that I haven't mentioned, but we're going to also revert a part of the profits that we will do from any profits that the game makes, and will include all the types of sales that can be done. It will be they will be reverted into an NGO chosen by the community, which will be to support the sometimes it lacks the words in English. So the biodiversity of the mountains. So we'll be, when this is done and the game makes some profit, part of it will be donated to an NGO that will be chosen by the community. So we're trying to make something really cool that not only translates into the metaverse, but also into real life, and having the Sandbox version, the board game version, the digital board game version as well. We're going to try to integrate all of this and try to make something that's very dynamic, and it works towards the relations, people's relations. It just so that community is just not a word that's been in vogue. So we actually put that words and into use, and we transform it into actions.
That is awesome, man. I'm definitely excited. So I'm definitely rooting for you guys. Nice work. Keep up the good work. And thank you for joining me today. The Pickaxe Master, founder, Bruno. Thank you, man.
Well, thank
Have a
you
good
again,
day.
Lizzie, for having me here and for the invites. Thank you for everyone that has joined the stream and has watched the show. And hope that you like what we're going to give next. We are working very hard. And for Sandstorm, I have to say that I'm very proud to be here and to be proud of this community that's
Aw.
working on Sandbox. And you guys are just nailing it. You're just doing everything easier for us creators to be able to express ourselves in a metaverse through all the builders contests that you do, through the hub that you have, and especially with all the new features that you're implementing. So you're a big part of our success as well. So thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, we're doing it all together. We're doing it for each other. And, at the end of the day, everybody watching now and who will be watching in the future will benefit from it. And it's us, like, as in the Web3 versus them, right? Which is the Web2. So let's see who's going to win. 10 years from now, we'll all be billionaires.
Well,
Maybe.
maybe I don't know if it's a versus, but I just think it's going to be a step forward because the
Yeah,
world
yeah.
evolves, the world moves, and we have to move with it. And the blockchain technology, everything that's been done, the metaverse, it does feel that's going to be the next step into what we still don't know what's going to be, but it's going to be what's coming next for some.
Right, right. For sure, man. Thank you again for joining me. Give a round of applause, guys, to Bruno
Thank
and
you
the
again,
Pickaxe
Lucy.
Master team.
Thank you for this amazing interview.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, it was a blast, man. Look forward to talk to you again soon in the future. Have a good one, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow's guest. Same time, 12 p.m. Ciao.
See you, everyone.